I can see why you would think that. Sam Fricke, we're live on WWE Raw Talks Live. I don't know if you know that.
We're live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. You know how this show goes.
You have to introduce Brown Gloves.
Now, see, normally Dan's, this show is myself, and to my right will be the artist formerly known as Mike Charles. You'll notice tonight he's not here. Now, something I got to get off my chest with the artist formerly known as Mike Charles. You'll notice that he had his own episode of the podcast. 616 Entertainment Podcast, episode 99, Behind the Artist, was all about him. Now, I have a theory that this inflated his ego to epic, let's try that again, to epic, monstrous proportions. Because he was not episode 100. Episode 101 comes out, he's not there. And I'm playing music the whole time. Episode 102, which goes up on Wednesday, is myself and Tara Darcy, no artist to be found. Where's the artist tonight? I really don't know. So I'm here tonight to talk about Monday Night Raw with my boy Sam Fricke, who is always there. He's clutch as a co-host.
Like Mariano friggin' Rivera.
What sport does he play?
He's a baseball player. He was a baseball player, man.
He was a baseball boy.
He was a closer for the Yankees.
Was he? Was he a baseball dad or a baseball boy?
He's a baseball dad. He's a big bad booty daddy.
Big bad booty daddy.
Yeah.
So, Dan, this is WWE Raw Talks Live. What we do on the show is myself and this time Sam Fricke talk about Monday Night Raw. We go through match by match, promo by promo, segment by segment. We cover the whole thing, and then we fuck around for most of the show for your entertainment. Yep. So if you like that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, because we do this every Monday, except last Monday where I took the week off because I fucking felt like it. What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
But Sam Fricke, you know the drill. We can't talk about Monday Night Raw until what?
Until we have Brown. Well,
yeah.
Right.
Hey, Mike, make sure everyone has brown gloves. Does everyone have brown gloves? Oh, dude.
I got my brown gloves on. You got your brown gloves on, Sam Fricke?
Yeah. And by brown gloves, I mean I just stuck them in my poop.
That's fucked up.
No, it's not.
So obviously we start every week with the A story, the most important part of Raw. So Sam Fricke, you got to tell me, what was the most important part of Raw this week? I can't speak, man. I can't fucking
Here
speak.
comes the money.
Oh, shit. Shane McMahon is
Here
back.
we go.
Dude, how hard did you mark out for this? Because I marked out like a fucking child.
I was marking like a boy. It's one of those times where you're rewarded for watching a 20-minute opening.
Dude, it was more than 30. It was really fucking long.
But yeah, no, it was a good opening tonight, but it was worth it. They didn't interrupt it, no commercials. It led to something. It introduced something new. It was a shockwave.
It was.
It kind of made up for last night in the direction, but not in my wildest dreams I expect Shane McMahon to come back, which is the best part.
I don't think I ever expected Shane McMahon to come back.
No,
I thought he was gone off doing his own shit.
Running his media empire.
Yeah, Chinese Netflix or whatever the fuck that was.
It's like you on demand.
How do you know what it's called?
Because I researched it, man.
You might be too well prepared. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
We like to keep it loose on this show and barely have any semblance of what's actually going on.
Why? I like to keep things organized and regimented to the point, on topic.
Yeah.
Fair points, fair arguments. No Sharpie markers on love handles, insulting popular Dan-dans.
So you're talking about you're talking about when the artist had a tattoo on his lower back that said "fuck Sam Fricke."
Dude, he's a muffin vandalizer.
He ruins muffins.
He's a muffin vandal.
Is he a bad muffin boy?
He's a fucking terrible muffin boy. He's got the banker's bod for the muffin man.
So what do you think we should do about that? Obviously, he hasn't been on this channel in like over 6 months at this point. So
well, it feels like I think he's been gone for like a year, right?
His first appearance on this channel was in 2002, and his most recent one was in 2008. So
really, so that's
8
years, man.
Yeah, that's.
Because I could have sworn I was in like 3rd grade when I first heard him on the school radio.
Yeah.
The announcements. You know, and then he got suspended after that.
He did. What did he get suspended for?
McMahon. let's go back to wrestling here.
Hold on, real quick. What did the artist get suspended for?
I don't know, being a little muffin boy.
Oh, Muffin Boy, yeah.
He was stealing pastries.
Pastry Boy. So Shane McMahon comes out, the music hits. I think everybody except Steve Schneider, aka Folkland, aka Sean Phoenix, marked out. He was having problems with people on Twitter, going, "Why is everyone so excited?" Steve, why were you not excited?
I wasn't inclined to agree with him.
No, I certainly wasn't, and I never will.
It's always good when they mix things up. Like, it's never a bad thing.
No, I would agree. I would agree.
So, so we've got Stephanie and Shane's little exchange, which is great. I think Stephanie might be the best heel in the company right now. She's got like that Vicky Guerrero heat, which isn't bad heat.
No, I think it kind of is.
She at least got a little bit of a comeuppance nice, which is nice.
Well, because finally there was someone out there who could, in some regard, at least put her in her place. Normally she can just shit on people and nobody can do anything because not only is she in charge, but she's a woman. So the wrestlers can't touch her from a television standpoint.
But at least they had someone come out who could verbally spar with her and take her down.
Dude, and how good was Shane on the mic? After being gone for so long, he didn't stammer. He let the crowd fucking cook. He let the whole thing simmer. He's just got it, dude. He's just got it.
It was like the little gestures between Vince trying to hug him and Shane pushing him away, and then going for the handshake later, fixing his jacket up. It was good. I mean, we can talk about the Mania match later, but like Shane definitely held his own on the mic tonight. There was no awkwardness on there. There may be one or two lines, but they're all human and nobody's friggin' perfect on the mic.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing whatsoever. Like it didn't detract whatsoever.
So what Shane basically did was he came out and he said that Stephanie does not deserve this award. And she's like, well, my husband and I, since we've basically been given control of WWE, have been like running this empire. And then Shane's just like, oh, you never told her, did you? It's like, the stocks are in the shitter. The ratings are in the shitter. Everyone's getting hurt on your watch. And this is surprising that they would write this into the script because these are like real life issues that they usually try to sweep under the rug.
Well, I think they're embracing it now. It's like everyone knows about it who's smart. And then the Mark fans in the crowd, they're just going to see it as part of the storyline and use it against Stephanie and Vince.
Yeah.
And it's a good little, call out to, I guess, be the smart fans here who understand it. Now we just got to see where they go with it.
Where do you think they're going with this? Does this lead to Shane being the new on-screen, like, leader, authority type person, or are we lead? People are saying that there might be another brand split. What do you think about that?
They're not going to do a brand split. They don't have enough talent on the roster right now.
That I might disagree with. I think they could split it up, dude. And they've got NXT that they can call on
that's
anytime.
Another debate for another time. But like,
that's fair.
They haven't done a good enough job building up main eventers to legitimately pull off a brand split right now. They got to focus on keeping the talent pools, as one. But yeah, I think Shane will be back. I read that he also stepped down as CEO of that the Japanese company that he had. He's still on the board, but he's not doing any of the operation stuff. I mean, it would be a great change of pace from what we've had for the last, however many years of the heel authority figure on Raw. To have someone who's going to, book good matches and be fair and not ruin shows with 30-minute shows every single damn night, which might still happen.
Well, we got a 30-minute intro tonight, but we're fucking stoked about it. Like, we're not bitching.
No, but I mean, if they fall back into their regular groove of things, which is the 20-minute open, the recap of last week, the top face and the top heel come out for a little jibber jabber, and the main event tag team match is set, that's when I'll get pissed off. But I mean, if tonight was any indication, I think they're trying to change things up. They're just not trying to do it super drastically. I think it's been building for a bit, to be honest with you. And it snowballed tonight, and it really hit its peak tonight and pushing what they want to do. But I'm excited for it because this is new, this is different. We got a familiar face back on screen. That's a fan favorite, so I dig it.
We've got a new Dan in the chat named Random who says, how did y'all feel about Dean and Brock little TJing there? But he corrects it. And he says, how did y'all feel about Dean and Brock little thing there? We're getting there. We're not going to talk about that just yet, but we will get there. So thank you for that, Random. Here's one of the things that I'm thinking about is they make the match between Shane McMahon and the Undertaker at WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell, and they make this match because Vince is like, okay, you want this, you can have it, but because Shane says he wants control of Monday Night Raw, which is basically all of WWE, and Vince says you can have it, but you need one match on one night, and Shane goes, okay, and Vince says Undertaker, WrestleMania, Hell in a Cell, and then he gets what he wants. At no point did Vince say he needs to win the match. So
No,
I think he's
it's
just
implied,
saying.
but you're right.
So I think the match is just a punishment. Like, you got it, but fuck you. You need to do this first.
Now I wonder how often Shane's gonna be on screen for the next 6 weeks or whatever it is to build up for it, and how they're gonna really build Undertaker into the feud. Like, he very well, if they end up booking it as Shane needs to win to get control of Raw, Undertaker very well could be a heel for this.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, though, is like this could be Taker's last match, and he's gonna be heel in his home fucking town. Like, how much sense does that make?
I don't think he's gonna retire this year. It's gonna be next year, man.
He's so old. He's
gonna wait for either Sting or Cena.
Sting's done. They're not gonna use Sting anymore. It's done.
You're right. You're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Cena, but that's what they're waiting for.
I don't think that's really necessary to do Taker and Cena. Do you?
Well, I mean, fuck. I mean, if we want to go in a little fantasy book, and they should have done Reigns and Undertaker this year, but that's a different story for a different show.
That seems to be one of your favorite phrases on WWE Raw Talks Live.
Yeah, I just like throwing it out there. Maybe I'll tweet about it if you want to follow me later.
Where would they follow you? Would that be at Fricke, Frick 316?
Yeah, Fricke 316. Mantis Toboggan.
What the fuck? You changed your display name to Mantis Toboggan. What the fuck does that mean?
You don't know what that means?
No.
It's from It's Always Sunny.
I haven't watched that show in a long time.
Oh, well, fuck you. Danny DeVito's character, Frank Reynolds, has a fake alias as a doctor.
Yeah.
Whose name is Mantis Toboggan. He goes, Mantis Toboggan, MD. Oops, I dropped my monster condoms for my Magnum
Dong. Okay, yeah. I remember that. I just don't remember the Mantis Toboggan name being like that's where that came from. Okay, so we got Taker and Shane and Hell in a Cell. One of Shane's
WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
Let it go, man. I took a week off. I got to get back into the fucking swing of
things.
You
fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Why am I chanting it at myself? I just can't resist a good chant.
It's good that they're starting to set marquee matches early on for Mania, and that they're going to have a build to, and it's going to be with Impact players, and it's going to be relevant to storylines.
Yeah,
especially with Undertaker.
The thing, we got Shane and Taker in Hell in a Cell, and Shane is famous for like taking giant bumps. But I think he's a little too fucking old now to be taking a bump off the cell. If anyone's going to take a bump off this new big cell, it's going to be Shane, but I don't think that that's a good idea.
I don't think they're going to be on top of the cell at WrestleMania.
I don't know if Taker can fucking get up there at his age.
Nah, he'll probably end up choke slamming him on the outside off like the wall.
Yeah.
Through the table. But that's probably about as high as they're going to get. Maybe a ladder. Maybe they do like a ladder elbow drop through a table in the ring, but I don't think they're going on top of the cell.
Yeah. I don't think they should. I think they might, but I don't think they should.
No, I agree. They're for the safety, like for their ages, for the amount of time Shane's been out of the ring, for the amount of time Undertaker's been out of the ring. Don't want to risk it. This match reminds me and has a feeling of McMahon versus Shawn Michaels at like WrestleMania 22 or something like that. It's going to be overbooked as fuck. It's going to be super gimmicky, super campy, but it's going to be so much fun to watch.
Hold on, I just forgot what we were talking about for a second. What were you just talking about?
Shane versus Undertaker.
Yeah.
You have no idea what I just said.
No, I don't. So repeat it.
I'm not going to repeat it.
I've hit my head too many times. I forget things.
Shane Undertaker is reminiscent of Vince versus Shawn Michaels back at like WrestleMania 22.
Yeah.
It's going to be overbooked as fuck. There'll be a lot of run-ins. There'll be a lot of random like comedy violence.
Well, like McMahon's always seemed to be in matches like this. Like Vince and Shane had one at 17. Vince had one with Hogan at 19. He did one with Brett at like what 22. He did
Yeah,
one
he did with Michaels at 22, then Brett at like 25 or something.
Yeah, see, they just like a McMahon is always involved in some shit show match.
And it's always to put over the storyline.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what they're good for at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I would much rather see, honestly, McMahon family drama than Roman Reigns at this point, which is a good segue into what I think is the B story.
And what's the B story?
Reigns Triple H.
See, now, here's what's interesting here is a lot of the fucking people online like to bury Max Landis, the guy who made Wrestling Isn't Wrestling. He made this big deal over Triple H. And he had an interview recently where he admitted, it was the first time that he had spoken about it publicly, that he has been a consultant for WWE Raw for the past year. And he was talking about it, and the guy goes, "Oh man, like, do they use your stuff pretty often?" And he goes, "Nope." He goes, "Almost every time I throw something out there, it never gets used, or they say, oh, somebody else already suggested that." And he said that there's a very thick feel backstage that everyone who's established there already is like, why should we listen to this guy? So somebody, probably Triple H, hired him because they realize he has a good mind. But I imagine there's other older guys who are just like, no, we're tried and true. We know how to do this. Now, what's interesting is he said in that interview that the next day he had a meeting with WWE to find out if he was still going to be working there or not. Triple H just tweeted, "Maybe I need to remind you who I am," after what he just did to Roman Reigns, and Max Landis just retweeted it. So
I think that's just him being a fan.
I think Max Landis may have had something to do with this.
He might have. I don't know. It's
He might have. I'm
something
not saying he
interested
did.
in pursuing. In the point of the conversation, I'd like to focus on Reigns versus Triple H, but Landis has a good mind for it. He's creative, and I wouldn't be remiss to see him involved in the creative development process for them moving forward. But Roman Reigns got his ass kicked tonight, and it was honestly kind of depressing because Triple H got over as a mega babyface tonight, and that's not the way they need to be building.
Hold on,
it's gonna be a fucking shit show at WrestleMania, man.
I just saw a fantastic tweet, and I don't know who did it. It was Jace Plays Games on Twitter. Said, "Congrats, WWE. Your top face just got his ass handed to him by the evil corporate heel champion," and the fans cheered. And he's not wrong.
Well, dude, it's gonna be like this for every single goddamn week. Do you know the cities they're going to? And Roman Reigns got this reaction in fucking Detroit. They're gonna be in Brooklyn. They're gonna be in Philly. They're gonna be in Pittsburgh, and they're gonna be in Boston. 4 out of the next 6 weeks on the road to Mania. Or Chicago might be in there for one of them. He's gonna get obliterated with these crowds, man. Like, they're gonna lose interest. And WrestleMania itself is this massive, smart crowd. Like, he's gonna get his ass booed. I mean, I'd be even more happy if there was no reaction to him winning in the main event. Like, it's not gonna be easy for him to get over. Like, this is not the ideal situation for Reigns right now. And I mean, there's nothing against him, but like this forced booking of him is gonna fucking make him flop.
We had this conversation a year ago, though, and a whole year has gone by. This is a whole new WrestleMania, and people still don't want to see the title on Roman Reigns. They don't want him to be the #1 guy. Is Roman Reigns ever going to be the guy that the fans want the title on? What do you think?
No, he's ruined.
So,
and that's just not. That's. I mean, it's me being a little pessimistic. Like,
are you though, or are you just being realistic?
I am being realistic. It's like, unless the only way at this point he's going to get over, being completely honest, is if he goes full-blown mega heel. And the only way he's going to stay over is by being a full-blown mega heel.
But as a heel, your thing isn't really to get over. So is there really any way for him to win at all?
Well, it depends on what I mean, I can't speak for Roman individually and what he wants to get out of working in the company. Like, if he wants stardom, if he wants success, if he wants, like, I think if he wants some true purpose here, he would accept or want to go heel. If he wants to, be petty and get all the accolades and, pursue acceptance, and he's going to continue to run with this try-hard baby facing that's not going to work, it's going to keep on driving him into the ground. So
It's an
I
interesting
mean, not
thing.
to get all like down on it, but that said, I like the ending segment tonight. If it wasn't for the damn crowd reaction,
Yeah.
like it was perfect. Like I like Roman getting busted up. I liked Triple H ignoring the refs afterwards and continuing to get after him and pedigreeing him on the damn stairs. I don't like that we saw Reigns versus Sheamus again. I don't like that Kevin Owens wasn't on the show, but like, it was a good way to, in theory, it was a great way to finish tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But this crowd is going to kill that damn feud for me, man.
Well, is this a feud you even want to see? Like, are you blaming the crowds, or should you just be blaming the people who decided that this is the feud that you want?
Well, that's the root cause of most of my issues with the company right now. But at this point, like I have to look at things for what they are, what they're going to be, and it's going to be the crowd ruining this for me. If they were going to cheer Reigns and boo Triple H, I'd be much more happy with it because that's what they're trying to build. I don't want Reigns to be world champion. I wanted Ambrose at this point. I don't know. I'll try to look for the best of things. It's like, you know what's going to happen though? Like Triple H needs to get over as a heel, and he's going to pull this like I'm too cool for you Roman thing, and inadvertently get himself over as a babyface. Then get a huge pop at Mania. I mean, and someone made a good point on Reddit. I think it was. It's like he's going to have this great show at NXT Takeover Dallas, which I'm not going to spoil the card, but it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like he's going to come into this smart arena at WrestleMania. World champion about to take on fucking Roman Reigns, who nobody wants to win, in that crowd mindset.
Yeah.
He's going to be over as shit. And you know, the entire time with the promos leading up, he doesn't have, I mean, he has too much of an ego to really take a step back and be a true heel to it. He's going to continue to slightly play to the crowd with his character. That's the problem with the whole branding issues, but
I love how, like, when I do this show with the artists, there's so much more fucking around because, well, he doesn't have nearly as much to say as you do. So he and I will just... What's that?
Because he's a beta. I'm an alpha.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is.
What do you think this show would be like one night if you and the artists hosted together and I wasn't here?
I think it would probably be the best show that Raw Talks had.
Oh, see, now that's fucked up that you just bury me on my own
I just
show.
bury you? What are you on a fucking wrestling forum? That's not a bury. That's putting Mike over.
No, to say that it would be the best episode of Raw Talks ever and I'm not here. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's basically just saying, like, yeah, well, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no, pretty much.
I do like what they're doing, I guess. I like that they've reestablished Triple H as, like, the motherfucker. Like, they've taken... He didn't have the suit on, and, like, immediately Michael Cole was putting it over. It's just like, guys, this is not the Triple H we're used to, who shows up in the suit with the cufflinks and everything. He's got his fist taped, and it was just like, all right. Immediately they're talking to him, like, they're calling him the cerebral assassin again. Like, they're putting him over as a fucking killer. And then he comes out and he demolishes Roman Reigns, who's the, like, only guy that they allow to be the guy who, like, could have beaten Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean?
It's good booking if they want to fucking put Triple H over as like the next big world champion, but like
yeah, which is not what they're trying to do at all.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm
not mad at it. I did like Roman's nose getting fucked up tonight and getting a little bit of color there in the closing spot.
And I like how like the officials start working on him and Triple H just literally pushes them away. So
well, you know they did it on purpose. Triple H was punching the fuck out of his nose because he probably told him backstage, look, we're going to get some color. We're going to make this important. You know?
It's probably ended up being like Brock and Roman at WrestleMania last year when they went over it. But I feel like they were a little less like restrictive of their PG content tonight. I felt like they let go a little bit and it worked.
Big time.
And it wasn't like super raunchy or like degradingly stupid, but like it worked in spots.
Well, it seemed like at one point Vince may have dropped an F-bomb on Shane. Did you hear that?
I don't know what the fuck he said.
I don't know what he said either because they cut the volume out completely, but it almost seemed like when Shane was going to say something, Vince was like, wipe that fucking smile off your face, or something like that. Because when the crowd started chanting, that's not PG, and it didn't get very big, but you could hear it, like, throughout the arena and, like, sprinkled in certain parts. You know what I'm saying?
Well, did he like kind of move his microphone down and started to like grunt it
Mhm.
very low? I don't know if he was saying something like off script to Shane or what.
I think he was. I think he was upset that Shane wasn't playing it the way he was supposed to. So I think that might have been like a real Vince. like like don't fuck this up. You're supposed to be angry right now. Don't be smiling.
It worked. I mean, I like when I think the gimmick of Shane smiling works though, because he's smug and fucking confident about it.
He's super smug. Dude, he's so fucking good. I'm just glad Shane's
Yeah.
back. Oh, goodness gracious. I feel like we've covered the A story and the B story. The C story tonight, I'd say, without a doubt, has got to be the setup for Lesnar and Ambrose.
I dig it, and let me start by saying I like how they did the little attack video before Raw
Mm-hmm.
to make it viral. Here's the thing: like Heyman's great.
Yeah.
Lesnar's reactions are primo whenever Heyman starts throwing accolades at him. I like Ambrose, but it's every fucking single night for like the past month and a half, he's just gotten his ass kicked by Lesnar.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's
show.
the whole point right now.
But I don't know how they're gonna play the match at WrestleMania. Like, is Ambrose gonna go over? Like,
yeah.
He has a way of walking out losing while looking at $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he really needs to win this match.
See, I don't think he does. I think he probably will. Maybe I haven't decided at this point, but this has a super Jeff Hardy Undertaker feel to it. You know what I mean? To where even if Dean loses, like Jeff Hardy did against the Undertaker, he can gain his respect. And Lesnar and Heyman giving Dean the seal of approval will do more for Dean's career than even a win would. Because he could beat Lesnar and then they just do nothing with him. But if he if he loses to Lesnar, they can say for fucking the next 2 years, he gained Brock Lesnar's respect when he stood toe to toe with him at WrestleMania in a street fight. You know what I mean?
See, I can I don't know how they want to book Brock after Mania because he's definitely the heel right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see them pulling, like you said, an Undertaker Jeff Hardy thing where Ambrose loses like a fucking dog fight,
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, Lesnar's kind of looking at him, trying to pull himself up, and then Lesnar picks him up, like slaps him on the chest, like nods, and then walks away, and then disappears for a couple months. If they want Lesnar to leave and he's always going to be over, but like if they want to keep him on the face side of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what you think.
I think it doesn't really matter to me what they do. I think these two can have a good match. I think they'll have better matches than Dean and Bray Wyatt did when they put those two together, because I thought, would they do like a trilogy? I thought that entire thing was kind of bullshit. I didn't think any of them were very good. They're both capable of more than that. But and it's weird because it seemed so like a sure thing that they were building Lesnar and either Bray Wyatt or Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. And then that whole thing has been swept under the fucking rug. The Wyatts are working Kane, Big Show, and Ryback, who's a heel now. And it seems like some of this shit has just been shuffled at the last second. And it seems like Lesnar Ambrose is one of those. Because the Wyatts were fucking pissed off at Lesnar, so they eliminated him in the Rumble. Lesnar he never got any revenge for that. He just like forgave them. You know what I mean?
It's I think Ambrose pissed him off more recently.
Yeah, but that's not how the storytelling ever works.
No, it shouldn't, because he got fucked out of the world, like directly the world title at the Rumble by the Wyatts, and Ambrose. I mean, he was in a triple threat match with the Rumble, the Wyatts were out of the match. They came in and interfered. In the triple threat match, they were all in a legitimate contest for the prize. And everything was frankly in rules, so it makes sense. But with the lack of, I guess, quote unquote superstars that they have now, I much prefer Ambrose Lesnar to Wyatt and Lesnar. I don't know about you.
Oh, I don't think Wyatt and Lesnar would have been good at all. Let alone Lesnar and Braun Strowman. That would have been a dog's asshole. That would not have been a good match.
No, Strowman. I think I'm not giving up on Strowman. I think he has potential. I'm looking forward to him. I'm not as low on him or down on him as some of the rest of the IWC is. I think he can be good. But at this point in time, that would not have been the correct booking to make at Mania for both talents.
I think they're using Braun Strowman the best way they can. I think him being the muscle in a faction is the perfect way to use a guy like him. Because what are they going to do? They're going to put the fucking world title on that guy? Nobody wants to see that.
No, that'll be maybe 2 years from now. We'll see. I don't know. Lesnar Ambrose was fine. I mean, Ambrose driving the ambulance in was classic.
It didn't really do anything for me. You liked it?
I mean, it's not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
And you could kind of tell once they drove him off in the ambulance what was going to happen in the show.
Yeah.
I think everyone kind of saw that coming, but I'm glad the crowd popped when he came back.
Maybe I wasn't paying that close of attention, but I didn't feel like they popped that big. Like, when I heard the sirens go off, me being a fucking idiot, the first thing I thought of was just like, man, I wish this was Scott Steiner.
Huh?
Dan, real quick, you got to hit that thumbs up button, you know what I'm saying? We got more than 10 of you watching right now and only two likes. Sam Fricke, do you believe these guys?
What? Who? Only 2 likes on YouTube?
Yeah, tell them what you mean. Tell them what's up.
Like the show,
Mm.
fucking subscribe it,
Mm.
or share it, or do both. Like it, share it, subscribe it, tweet it, Facebook it, Tumblr it. Give the boys love.
See, now I heard a rumor that Amanda Levine was going to watch tonight. And I know she's very sick, so I hope Amanda Levine feels better. You know what I'm saying, Sam Fricke?
I hope she does. She's Matt Nix's girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good boys.
Who's good
I hope
boys?
she gets better soon. Would she just get a little stomach flu?
I don't know. I just hope she's all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when my friends are sick.
My dad's sick right now.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's got like a little flu. He's probably pooping and sleeping right now.
Oh, if he's not asleep, go get him. Let's talk to him.
No. He doesn't want to be bothered.
Do you think he'll ever want to be on?
No.
No.
You know what's funny though? He does like the New Day, which is fucking surprising.
My dad hates the New Day.
My dad loves him.
Dude, let's do a Raw Talks where it's my dad and your dad.
That would actually be pretty funny.
I think that could be very, very funny.
Does your dad have a couple beers every now and again?
He did for a long time, and that's why he's real sick now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was gonna say have him do like a drinking game for Raw and do like a live podcast type tweet deal for it.
Hey man, that could be something. I'm getting Skype notifications, and I don't even know what they mean. Like I'm hearing like a thump, thump. I have no fucking idea what that means.
Me either, man. I'm not even paying attention to Skype.
I only use Skype to talk to you and Captain McKay.
Okay. So Captain McKay is actually incredibly talented. I don't know if any of the Dan's watching right now. I haven't seen some of his stuff, but like, go check him out on Twitter and YouTube.
Twitter, dude.
He is a talented boy.
At Captain McKay on YouTube and at Captain McKay Random on Twitter. Actually, reverse those, and that's what I said. I don't know if you watched X-Men Brotherhood episode 3 that went up recently, but all I'm saying is your boy did the voice for Mr. Sinister, so I'm officially a voice actor now. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Get me on that grind.
Talk to Captain McKay, dog. It's not up to me. It's his shit.
All right, cool. I'll talk to him.
Yeah. I also have been doing the commentary for all of Coulter's most recent animations, which just means like one of the most recent ones.
What does Coulter do?
Coulter is doing animations as well, and he asked me if I wanted to do commentary, and I was just like, yeah, but only if I get to decide what I say. And so I did. So it's like it's not good commentary at all. I call it wrong, and then I say I'm gonna go fuck myself. What do you think? The C story tonight, if we're going to go there, we might be on C or D. I don't know. I can't remember things. I want to talk about Y2AJ.
Yeah, let's talk about it, man.
So AJ Styles and Chris Jericho have a trilogy of matches. AJ takes the series 2-1. Jericho comes out tonight and cuts a promo about how can AJ say he was phenomenal? He never had a match here. He comes into WWE and immediately I don't like him. And I had these matches with him, some of the best of my career. And I can say AJ is phenomenal. So my question now at this point is, are they ever going to let AJ cut a promo? Probably not, because they don't like guys with Southern accents. And So AJ comes out and they shake hands or whatever, and then the social outcasts come out, and now AJ and Jericho apparently have formed a tag team called Y2AJ. So now Dan, you're caught up. Sam Fricke's going to tell you what he thinks.
Yeah, I mean, then they just fucking kick the social outcast ass.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really about it. That was about it. Like, there wasn't anything really to it.
How do you, because there's been...
It just seemed to me like a spot to get both of them on, which I'm cool with because I like both talents. But, I really want to see the start of an Owen Styles feud for the Intercontinental title, and that's what I was looking forward to tonight, and I didn't get it.
That's where I was going next, is all the rumors pointed to them doing an angle where Owens is going to go up against AJ Styles, and Owens has the Intercontinental title, so you've got a mid-card title feud right there. Perfect thing for AJ. Has that been scrapped now, and they're going to make AJ and Jericho a tag team? Do they not think AJ is ready?
They're not going to do that. I could see them doing a triple threat with Owens for the Intercontinental belt, but they really need to do a singles match.
But do you think Y2AJ is a thing that's going to stick around? Or do you think that you don't?
No, I don't think so.
I think Y2AJ might take the tag titles off New Day.
I don't think so. I think Enzo and Cass will do that eventually.
Really?
I think they're building up for like a TLC match at WrestleMania.
Where the fuck is this coming from?
That promo last night, man.
What promo?
With Edge and Christian when they literally shut on the entire division. I think it'll be like a 4-way TLC match, like the New Day, the Lucha Dragons, 2 guys from the League of Nations, and the Usos, or like the Dudley Boys or some shit.
So where the fuck do Enzo and Cass come in?
Well, the New Day will win that match, and the next night they'll cut a promo, and then Enzo and Cass will come out to the Smart City crowd.
You have put a lot of thought into this, much more thought than I have.
Yeah, that's some thinker boy.
I'm a thinker boy too, but I don't fucking think about wrestling all day.
I don't think about it all day. That came quick. Don't put me on that spotlight you're projecting.
I just broke the edge off the Sharpie I was playing with.
Dude, so, I mean, there was a lot of tag team on Raw tonight. There was a lot of tag matches. Some good developments. It wasn't a bad Raw. It was a good post-pay-per-view for sure.
No, I thought it was a really good Raw. Fastlane was dog shit. Fastlane was fun because Vince came over and Tara came over and the artist came over, and that was fun. But the show itself was not fun.
No, I mean, I don't feel like rehashing it again, but...
No, and that's why we didn't do a video for Fastlane, because I kind of intended on doing one, but I was like, I want to fucking hang with my friends more than I want to do this dog shit, especially for a shitty show like that. Before we move on, Jazz James in the chat says, ever notice how much trouble Jericho has saying WWE? Has anyone ever noticed the trouble I have saying?
Wait, no, I'm not looking at the chat, man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Jazz James is burying Jericho for having trouble saying it, but I do too. So I don't blame him. For whatever reason, I find it hard to say.
Hard to say what?
WWE.
I don't know why they have to begin all their pay-per-views with WWE. We know who's fucking running the damn show.
I've said that on Raw Talks before, where someone will be in the ring and they'll be like, I'm going to challenge for the world title at WWE Fastlane. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Are you going to go buy a fucking sandwich at the Orland Park Jimmy John's? Like, shut the fuck up.
It's like he's going to get a WWE Fastlane and challenge for the world title. Then he's going to go to ROH Fastlane and challenge for the Z title.
Oh, I understand.
Then he's going to go to Pittsburgh X Wrestling with Stevie Schneider. Old Fackelin.
Jazz James says they won't do a TLC match at Mania. They already have enough gimmick matches for the show. What do you think about that?
No, they won't. They'll probably just do like a fatal 4-way. I'd like to see a TLC match. I mean, it's in fucking Dallas. They can do a goddamn TLC match. It's only if they have a Hell in a Cell match and a no disqualification match. They can add a ladder match to that. They probably will, if not for the fucking tag titles, but for like the U.S. title. You know, that'll get defended.
You really think they're going to defend the U.S. title at Mania?
Yeah.
Real quick, who the fuck has the U.S. title?
Kalisto.
Okay. All right.
I think he'll drop it before Mania, though, to be honest.
To who?
I would like to see Rusev win and start some disintegration within the League of Nations between him and Del Rio.
So who's gonna
And
turn face
I
for
like
that feud?
Rusev's funny as shit, man. Rusev's the man.
Yeah, I fucking love Rusev, so I agree. Where the fuck is Lana?
I don't know.
The rumor is that there's heat on her. So are they just keeping her off screen?
I mean, they shouldn't. They should get over it. Rusev could get over it by himself, though, if he doesn't need to worry about Lana, so I don't really care. But Lana's a very nice girl to look at.
It's a fish.
Take the fish.
The best Rusev line of all time is still, Summer, when we first started this relationship, I did not like you at all.
He's
Dude,
got like this cheesy grin on his face.
I fucking love Rusev.
Where was Kevin Owens tonight, man?
I don't know.
He's probably blocking people on Twitter.
I thought I've done with him.
Yeah.
Give me your best English accent.
No.
Come on, I know you got one.
That's English accent.
What's that?
You don't talk to Michael Caine if you expect an American accent.
That's super subdued, but it might not be bad. It might be all right.
I'm not super extravagant with my accents, man.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
you should be.
Give me your best German accent?
German is not one that I have in the repertoire.
I don't care. Give me the fucking accent.
I'm
Try.
Let me try to think about what that would sound like in my head. No, I can't do German. I can do Australian, all right.
What was
See,
that?
when we just recorded the podcast, the one that goes up on Wednesday with Tara. She was trying to do like a legitimate African accent, and it came out sounding like something Middle Eastern. And I was like, no, please continue. Keep trying to do that accent. She has a really good Russian accent, and her British is pretty good. But the African one, I don't know what the fuck was going on there.
Like a South African accent?
Yeah. So,
Dude, that's one of my favorite accents in the world, but I can't do it.
let's hear you try, though.
No, I'm not going to do it.
All right, that's fair. I can't do German, so I won't pressure you into doing the South African.
I got to watch Blood Diamond a couple more times, and I'll get back into it.
I've never seen Blood Diamond. Should I see it?
Dude, it's a fun movie. It's not like the greatest by any means, but it's so entertaining to watch.
Mm. So if a Dan has seen Blood Diamond and didn't enjoy it, should they lose your number?
If you don't like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and goddamn Blood Diamond, lose my fucking number.
Oh, that's fair. I think that's fair. So to wrap up that the C or D segment or whatever real quick, I think Y2AJ is going to stick around, and my prediction is they take the titles off New Day. I don't think WWE is satisfied with the matches that Styles and Jericho had, and I don't think that they think he's ready for an Intercontinental title run. So I think they're going to keep him with Jericho and try to get the rub from Jericho, because I don't think that those two had very good chemistry together, and I think that backstage the opinion is probably not very high on AJ. That's my opinion.
I disagree. I think Vince likes AJ. I think he's going to get a good push. They're just not going to catapult him.
I think he'll get a good push eventually. I think they're going to put the tag titles on him, and working with Jericho is never a bad thing. But I don't think that they had very good matches together. So, what's the D story? What do you want to talk about now?
I don't know. I think we covered a lot of it. There really wasn't much of a D show tonight. It was probably Styles Jericho.
Let's talk about the New Day taking on the Lucha Dragons and Neville.
Oh, that was a hell of an opener. I almost forgot about that, which is a damn shame. I think that was my favorite thing of all night.
That's the thing is, you forgot about it as an opener because it didn't feel like an opener because that opening segment took 35 fucking minutes. So when that first match came around, we were almost a third of the way through the show.
Dude, I would have liked if they just opened up with the New Day or with Neville even, like have the faces come out and then just go into a hot 15-minute tag opener.
Yeah.
But it makes sense tonight. Like they did the right thing. I keep on harping on it, and I always will until I see it. Start with a hot match. You'll get the crowd fucking going.
Mm-hmm. I've said forever that I think it's WrestleMania 21. The Eddie Guerrero Rey Mysterio opener could have main evented that fucking show because it was so good.
Dude, WrestleMania 21 has one of my favorite undercards of all time for WrestleMania, but that was such a damn good opener.
It was, dude. That goddamn. We don't have to cover that though. We're already going pretty long. About this match, I did like how much young talent was in the ring, and I like that they gave them some time to work with. But The tag division's in a weird fucking spot, and it seemed like last night they were setting up a New Day versus League of Nations feud. And then tonight, New Day kind of cut a promo and mentioned League of Nations, and they shit on them a little bit, but there was really no interaction between them at all. So, and that's a heel team versus a heel team. So that's why I think that may not be where they're going, and that's why I think Y2AJ is going to remain a thing.
I don't know, man. Like it seemed too shoehorned to me.
What, Y2AJ?
It didn't seem right. There was something about the way that they set it up I didn't like.
Well, it might just
That's
be
just
because
me.
it actually
That's
was
more my
shoehorned.
hopes projecting onto the storyline. I want to see him be singles competitors.
Yeah. Well, I think
I don't want
everyone
to see
would.
more of like I like Styles and Jericho every now and again, but I'm over that feud. I know what I want to see Styles do for the next couple of months.
Mhm.
And that's feud with Owens, and I'm not gonna anything less than that for me is gonna be honestly disappointing. So I'm anticipating being disappointed.
See, we're in different ballparks for this one because I think Y2AJ could be really good. Of course, I would love for AJ to get a fucking push. I would love for AJ to be main eventing for the world title. Not going to happen. So for him to be in there with guys like Kofi and guys like Big E, who he can fly with and bump for, those two guys respectively, I think it's perfect. And if they keep him with Jericho, he's only going to keep getting better and better. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. My end game. I mean, if I can just do a quick fantasy booking, we can get out of here in like 5 minutes. But like, what I want to see is Styles Owens for the next couple of months for the Intercontinental title, with that being the main focus, with Owens being this like selfish, greedy bastard, being super defensive, and AJ being the competitor he is, wanting to win championship gold, like Jericho kind of foreshadowed tonight. Have that feud. I like Owens going up into a main event move for being that, one of those big heels, but I really, really want to see AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title. That's what I want to see.
For the Intercontinental title.
For the Intercontinental title.
That's really cool. I like that.
I mean, if Styles wins it from Owens, both of them are going to be over as shit. That title will be over as hell because people are going to be into the feud and into the matches. Then you get Rollins returning from injury. Rollins versus Styles is the greatest match I think they can put on right now with their talent when everyone's healthy.
Over as shit has Jesus Christ.
Over what?
Over as shit has been your phrase of the night, no doubt.
I don't care. I
love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I still okay, we'll move on. The Usos take on the Ascension real quick. Heel Dudley boys are good for business. Fuck the Usos. That didn't take long. Next.
No, I mean there was nothing really else to see.
Yeah. Dan Ans, we have maybe 1 or 2 more segments to do, and then we'll hang out with you for a few minutes, and then we're gonna take the fuck off. System says that the stream is being shitty tonight. Not on my end. What about the rest of the Dan Dans? Give us a couple topics to talk about wrestling related. Hopefully not wrestling related. We'll hang out for 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. But the last 2 things that I think are left for us to talk about would be Kane, Big Show, and Ryback Boy versus the Wyatt family. What do you think about this?
I mean, I'm not interested anymore, man. Like I have zero interest in anyone on the face team, the Titans, quote unquote.
Is that what they're calling them? I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, that's what Bray Wyatt called them, so that's their moniker now. Like, I don't care about Ryback. I don't like Ryback. The only thing he's done that's entertained me is say it was like Bodinga or something, or Bodanga last year.
Badango.
Badango.
No, he didn't say Badango. I did.
Oh. Well, the only good thing that's come out of Ryback is that fucking phrase.
The only good thing to come out of Ryback is a joke that I made.
Yeah.
No, what happened was
I thought he almost like blew out Harper's shoulder/elbow last night.
He really did, dude. He dropped him right on his goddamn shoulder.
Yeah.
And that was dangerous.
He's a fucking trooper.
I was in the middle of saying something to Vincent Terra last night. I was trying to make some point, and it was one of those things where I was talking, and I was just like, no, I don't think that's really a rational way of like, oh my God. Like, because I was watching it but talking to them. And when he fell like that, I was like, God damn it, that's not good. Get your life. You're going to hurt that boy. He's way too big to be falling like that.
Well, no, the Wyatt, like I'm just completely frustrated with how the Wyatts are being booked. It's like they build them up as heels. They're cool on Raw. They're cool on Raw. Then they lose at the pay-per-views.
Mhm.
They never win any big matches. Bray Wyatt looks like a joke. They don't really do anything.
Well, what
Like
do
they
you
don't
want out of
affect anything. They just take some mid-card and fuck around with them. Like they have no lasting impact or no real impact on the main storyline that's going on. I think they'd be a cool addition to it. They're like some like the now's like this era's edition of the corporate ministry where they could really impact some of the mainstream current big storylines, but they're not doing it. I think they have the ability to do so, but I don't know why they're not pulling the trigger.
Yeah. Well, what would you do with them? I don't know what you could really do with that
Yeah,
many guys.
I mean, I'm talking myself. Here's what I would do. I don't know. It's like
You sound like
it's
creative.
up to book. Like I think filler might be the right move right now. It's just as long as Bray goes over at Mania,
Mhm.
or as long as the Wyatts go over at Mania and look strong, I'd book him in a match like the Shield had against the New Day Outlaws and Kane a couple years back. Just have them completely dominate a team.
Mhm.
They want to do that, make them look fucking strong.
But
and
then what?
I want Wyatt to challenge for the world title. Like I want him to be one of those main event guys. I think he has the capability of being like a top tier heel along with Owens to go fight along Cena and Ambrose and Reigns there. But like it's hard to book him.
See, I would agree that it's hard to book them because I think Owens definitely could be used in that top tier to go up against guys like Cena, to go up against guys like Lesnar, Rollins, Neville if they got their shit together. All those guys could be perfect. AJ Styles. But I don't think I would want to see Bray in that role because I don't want a face world champion feuding with Bray, and then it's just another fucking 2-month, 3-month feud of Bray being like, I'm going to beat you up. Why? Because I'm fucking weird. And like he doesn't say anything. He says all this shit for 10 minutes but he doesn't fucking say anything. You know what I'm saying?
The best thing that they could do with Wyatt is have him win the world title and have him go in a long, not like year long, but like 6-7 month reign with the title, like kicking people's ass, then have some baby face upset him and win it. I think that's what they need to do. Like have him go in a reign of terror in the WWE. Like the authority gets pushed to the side, like whatever they're doing with Shane O'Mac, like have Bray really have the audience really feel like Bray's in control of the show and is pulling the strings and have people on edge, on their toes, looking over their shoulders, shit like that.
Yeah, but that would be making Bray the top priority when there's so many guys who I feel like could use an overhaul and a fix first. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I mean you make him kind of that lurking evil in the back that will pop up, but like you can still focus on the undercard and a lot of the the upper mid carders. That's very easy to do.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of who's going to take him down.
He's not on my priority list, so I don't even really fucking care what they do with him at this point. I'm kind of over it.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't mind him at all with the way they're using him, but when he was going up against Undertaker and he's going up against Roman Reigns and it's the anyone but you and I'm the new face of fear, I'm over the fucking promos that are 5 to 10 minutes long where he's talking at me for that long, and at the end of it, I'm just going, all right, so he's mad at him for some reason, you know? The character has not developed or evolved at all since we've seen it.
I can agree with that, and I can see how someone would be, kind of sick of him already or disinterested, because it is a lot of the same.
Yeah.
If not always the same, but I think he has talent. Like, that's undeniable. I think
yeah, no doubt.
I want Harper to be used more.
Harper's fucking awesome.
Harper's super fun to watch.
Harper and Ziggler had some great matches together. Also, Ziggler, nowhere to be found tonight.
That ladder match was great.
It was. So Ryback turned heel tonight, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care what they're doing with him. Like, I don't, like, it's an afterthought. Like, nobody gives a shit. People don't like him. The crowd doesn't like him anymore. You get some kids doing the Feed Me More, but that's about it.
That's the thing, is I think a lot of people will confuse people doing your chant for you being over, when people like to chant shit. So just because they're saying the thing that's on your fucking t-shirt doesn't mean you're over. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
So, yeah, I don't really fucking care what they do with him. So Ryback turns heel. So what's he going to do? He's going to feud with Kane or Big Show because those are the guys he turned on? Or was he going to do? Is he going to join the Wyatt family?
I don't know how to book him from here because it's so. I guess you do Ryback versus Big Show at WrestleMania.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's my reaction.
Maybe Ryback Kalisto. You put could put the U.S. title on Ryback as a heel, and then
I don't want to see Ryback near the U.S. title.
Yeah, but they like him. Apparently, he still has a job.
I don't know. I don't see it. Like, I get he tries, but like, I don't see him doing anything. But that's just me.
Mm-hmm. I think the last thing that is on the docket tonight, before we just chit chat a little bit and get the fuck out of here. Chit chat. Who the fuck says chit chat? I'm gonna stab my eyes out.
Better lose my fucking number.
I'm gonna lose my own number for that because I'm a fucking garbage can, man. I think what happened tonight? Sasha Banks took on. What'd she do?
She wrestled Naomi.
Yeah, how'd that go?
And then Charlotte. I like Charlotte. Like, I think she's got the good attitude for a heel. I think she's a pretty good heel.
Yeah,
but she needs to work on her voice inflections. Like, she has the same goddamn tone, and it sounds so awkward when she talks sometimes.
Yeah, give me an impression.
No.
All right.
I can't do it. It's super weird.
I don't remember this match at all, so I don't really have anything to say about it.
It's you didn't miss anything. I wasn't paying attention the whole time, but they did. It's like Becky versus Sasha for the #1 contendership.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be a good match. If the crowd should be able to get into it if they're in one of the smart cities.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not worried about the crowd for the next couple of weeks for everything but Reigns versus Triple H.
Yeah. Here's the main problem tonight is I didn't put the set together the way I normally do. I just left my computer where it is. So the lighting is all fucked up. I got some real harsh lighting coming down on my face. Sometimes we do this. I see myself on the screen and I'm feeling confident. I'm thinking I look good tonight. I don't have that feeling tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Honestly, man, I don't want to disappoint the Dan-Dans, but I don't feel like sitting around chit-chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like fading in bed right now.
We've only got 2 questions in the chat.
I can't read them off to me, and I'll give you my shoot answers from the hip.
The first one is from Jazz James. Have you guys watched any of Better Call Saul?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. And the second one is also from Jazz James, and he says, what are you looking forward to right now?
Me?
Yeah.
What am I looking as of what we know, I'm looking forward to Lesnar versus Ambrose in the DQ match. I know DQ match. I'm looking forward to Heyman and Ambrose on the mic battling. I'm looking forward to seeing how they book AJ Styles going into WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to seeing how they book Owens going into Mania. But that's about it. I'm mainly, honestly, really looking forward to TakeOver Dallas. That I can't help but read spoilers, knowing what it is. It looks like a fucking impressive card.
Dan, you have 5 seconds to mute your speakers, starting right now. What is the card?
You want me to read it off?
Yeah, I don't fucking care. I'm not going to watch it.
So there are spoilers. It's Joe versus Balor 2 for the NXT Championship.
All right.
It's Bayley versus Asuka for the Women's Championship.
All right. it's
Baron Corbin versus fucking Austin Aries in a singles match.
All right. I prefer Darren Corbin to Baron Corbin, but that, you know, freelancewrestling.com.
And then it's American Alpha versus Dash and Dawson for for the tag team titles.
I don't know who either one of those
versus
teams are.
And then the one I'm looking forward to, it's Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh, is that for real?
For real.
Yo, that could be dope.
In a singles match.
I think that sounds awesome, but I think Jazz James was talking about outside of wrestling. Like, in life, what are you looking forward to?
I mean, I'm doing a Warrior run in May, which is like one of those Tough Mudder runs. So I'm getting in shape for that, which is nice. I finally have a fitness goal to look forward to.
Hey,
So
that's
I've
pretty
been learning
cool.
a lot.
Yeah.
We've got flag football starting up in a couple of weeks, so I'm pumped to run some routes.
Yeah, you're a big sports boy.
I mean, there's a couple of video games that I'm looking forward to. Like Far Cry Primal is really hollering to me right now.
I think that's out.
It seems like it'd be interesting.
I think it's out now.
Is it?
Yeah.
It might be. Well, then there's NFL free agency, which is coming up. That's always fun. There's the draft. It's be a good summer. My birthday is April 24th, so 2 months for that. Game of Thrones starts the same day as my birthday, which is a little treat. My buddy's getting married the night before that, so my birthday weekend's pretty fucking solid.
Your birthday is just 4 days before the artist's birthday.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen him since like 1996, but I'm fairly certain birthdays don't change.
Fair enough. Hey, we got to wrap this up.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here, dog.
Dan Dance. Follow him at IDS616. And where can they follow me?
They can follow you at Fricke316. So Dan Dans, you got to make sure you are subscribed on iTunes, SoundCloud, and this channel to catch the 616 Entertainment Podcast. Episode 102 goes up on Wednesday. It's myself and Tara Darcy. It's one of my favorite episodes we've ever done. I think it's really fucking good. New episodes of R&B, a dating show, go up every Friday. Each episode is getting better and worse as it goes on. And if you've watched it, you know what I mean. Robinson and Nigel having their own show, it's fucking fantastic. You know what I'm saying? So Dan Dans, we love you. We're glad you came to hang for Raw. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. I feel like Sam Fricke has to get out of here because he's a tired boy. There's not really anything I can do about that. You know what I'm saying?
I've got to work morning like a red-blooded American.
I do too. I do as well. We love you, Dan Dans. We gonna see you next week.
Yeah.